This is episode 37 of Aquaticland Season 10, The Mysteries Beyond. So now it's time to roll the intro. Bryce is a noob. Roll it. Alright guys, if you didn't know, I already had a guide to Minecraft 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs Update Part 1, a long time ago on my old channel. So what we're going to do today in this episode, instead of me going through everything again, I am going to let you listen to a whole section of that video so that you can learn everything that was in that part of the update. And then for 1.18, I'll do the same thing. I recorded this in 2021. So what you're about to hear is 2 years old. It's actually crazy to believe. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Roll it! Here with geode block. This is tough. It used to be the outermost layer of a geode until it was switched for smooth basalt, which is more accurate to geodes in real life. This is calcite. It looks really cool, and it is the second layer of the geode. What you should know about the amethyst is that it grows off of the budding amethyst, and once you mine the amethyst crystals, it will give you 3 to 4 shards. Once you have the 9 required, you will be able to craft a amethyst block. You can also get amethyst blocks in the geode, but you cannot remove the block that the crystals grow off of. You must come back to a geode to get the crystals each. Did you know that smooth basalt can be smelted from regular basalt that you find in soul sand valleys in the nether? It is also more accurate to have smooth basalt on the outside of the geodes underground because it represents how they look in real life, according to the Minecraft developer Corey Shovik. We now have a new rock type known as deep slate, and it comes in several different variants of slabs and stairs. We have deep slate here, we have cobbled deep slate, we have polished deep slate, and we have deep slate brick. We have variants like deep slate slabs and deep slate stairs and tiled deep slate and the monster egg deep slate blocks and chiseled deep slate. I've included all the ores including copper. They are coal, iron, diamond, lapis, gold, redstone, emerald, and copper. We also have deep slate ore variant. We have deep slate coal that doesn't spawn naturally unless you have the 1.18 data pack. We have deep slate iron, deep slate diamond, deep slate lapis, deep slate gold, deep slate redstone. Just like deep slate coal, deep slate emerald, and deep slate copper don't spawn unless you have the 1.18 data pack. We have the waxed copper variants here, and that means that they will not change states because they have had a honeycomb used on them. And the honeycomb waxes them, and you can take the wax off with an axe. And what the wax does is it keeps the copper from oxidizing. We have regular waxed copper block, slightly exposed waxed copper block, slightly weather waxed copper block, and fully exposed waxed copper block. 3 copper straight down equals a lightning. Want to know how to use a lightning rod? All you have to do is place it on your build, and it will protect from lightning striking your builds, especially wooden builds, because wooden builds will burn down very easily. And this is what happens if you get too close. Get too close to it, you're going to see exactly what happens here. It's like sparkles mean it's charging up. Yay! Human lightning rod! Human lightning rod here. Wait for it. Wait for it. This will be good for creeper farms, guys. And make sure that you make a lot of them, because you might want to protect your wooden houses and villager houses. That's what's cool. You might want to protect villager houses for the advancement. It's really cool. The developers were smart when they did that. Well, great. Now he's not going to want to strike me. Come on. Strike me already. Woo-hoo! Strike me. Please. Guys, that's exactly how you use the lightning. 1 amethyst shard and 2 copper make up a spyglass. Using the spyglass is very simple. You put the right side of your mouse and it zooms in with the square. And you can see a very limited space here as you move around. You can move, and you can see a fairly little bit of space. But here is something that is pretty cool. You can get rid of the overlay if you hit F1. And then you can see a lot more, which reminds me of Optifine. Really cool how you can see close up. And if you want the overlay back, just hit the F1 key again. And then release your mouse. 4 amethyst shards plus regular glass is tinted glass. And tinted glass does not let light in, no matter what. It is dark on the inside, but light on. As I have said, you can see outside like normal, but it is not letting light in. And the cool thing about tinted glass, unlike regular glass, is it does not break whatsoever. Tinted glass does not break. And I mean, it is light outside, so you can kind of see inside, but it really is not letting light in. It's not like regular glass. It's not letting light in. It's tinted. Candles are being introduced in Minecraft 1.17 Part 1, and they come in all 16 Minecraft colors. And you can craft them with a honeycomb and string, and then some dye of whatever color. Dripstone caves aren't in yet, but patches of the blocks are. You will be able to find patches of dripstone and pointed dripstone throughout the caves of 1.17. And full dripstone caves will come in Part 2. You will find pointed dripstone hanging from the ceilings, like this, in 1.17, and you will also find small patches of dripstone around as well. Full dripstone caves will be in Part 2. Deep slate will spawn in small patches, and even more in Caves and Cliffs Part 2. It serves as a way to know that you are getting farther underground, and it is a really tough block to mine, with several different variants, as I have shown earlier in the video. Goats have a screaming variant, more likely to ram you. Goats will spawn in the new mountain. They have a drop that is their horns, and if they ram against a tree, they have a chance of dropping their horn. And if the player uses it, it plays the Pillager Raiden. That will be on Java Edition soon. Hopefully. Please, Mojang, please add it from Bedrock to Java Edition in 1.18. If you blow the goat horn, it will play the Pillager Raid noise. Very interesting functionality there. Please add it, Mojang. Please add it to 1.18. Be careful! Find glow lichen lighting up cave. All the items in the chest will be in the lush caves in 1.18. They are azalea, flowering azalea, moss block, moss carpet, small drip leaf, big drip leaf, azalea leaves, flowering azalea, rooted dirt, and hanging roots, glowberries, spore blossom, axolotl, bucket of axolotl. Axolotls will spawn naturally in lush caves in 1.18. Find them in cave lakes and tame with fish to partner. Bone meal moss to get lush cave items. Moss can be found in shipwrecks and glowberries in mineshaft. Here is what the azalea tree will look like. Now, to get the azalea tree, you have to have a flowering azalea sapling, which is this right here. You just bone meal this right here from the moss, and you will get the flowering azalea tree. And when you do, you just dig under here. Now, it's not right now, but it will be once 1.18 comes out. You will find a lush cave under the ground. I did find one in the Bedrock version. Glow squid spawn underwater. They don't actually glow. Glow squids drop glow ink sacks. Use item frames with the glow ink sack and a crafting table to get the glow item frame. Here's what the glow squid looks like. Here is what the axolotl. You may notice I have a efficiency 3 pickaxe. There is a new concept that only applies to iron ore, gold ore, and copper ore. And I'm going to show you that The best way I can show you guys this is to do it myself. So what you're going to do is you have a efficiency pickaxe, be 1, 2, or 3, and you go up to the either the copper ore, the gold ore, or the iron ore, and you mine it. Once you do that, you notice you have not just one raw copper. So the best way I can demonstrate this is to show you myself. What you're going to do is you're going to take your efficiency pickaxe, either efficiency 1 or efficiency 2 or 3, and you're going to mine that. And you may notice that you have now 2 raw copper. Efficiency is now working on these ores more, well, efficient, as you want to say, as they say for the pickaxe. And then, so the Minecraft developers said their goal with this new thing was to, make iron where you could get more of it, gold where you could get more of it, and now copper where you could get a lot of it when you mined it. So what they have done is changed those 3 only. They haven't changed coal, diamond, or any of the other ores, because when you use efficiency or any other enchantment that will give you more than 1, they already do that. So these 3 did not. And what you want to do is take your efficiency pickaxe on either efficiency 1, 2, or 3, and you want to mine this, and you notice that you have the 2 raw coppers. This will give you more than 1 raw copper here. Then you want to go to the next one, and it might give you 1. When you go to the next one, it will maybe give you 1, 3, depends on whichever level, or it may not depend on whichever level you have. I really don't know how this works too much, but I know they want to balance copper, gold, and iron and make it more efficient with the efficient. Let's say you collected 9 raw iron ore. Well, you can make 1 raw iron ore block. Then, what if you got 9 raw gold? Well, you can make this raw gold block. What if you got 9 raw copper? Well, you can make this raw copper block. Looks really cool. All of them look really cool here. I think Japa did a good job. I think he did a great job designing them. Although this one looks like popcorn, and this one looks like beans, as the developers have described each of these blocks. I think they look really good though. Just to let you guys know, you can find the full raw blocks in survival. You just have to dig around for them. But they do exist in survival. I've seen them before in this world, and you can either craft them, as I've suggested to you with the signs, by getting 9 of the raw ores, or you can find them in the cave generation. It's one of the things that will be coming with 1.0. I have a few things left to show you here, and without further ado, let's get to doing that. So, I have 2 things that I'm going to show you. Hopefully I can find them super quick. And it involves locating a mine shaft. So we're going to do that. Might as well go to spectator mode. So we're going to go down here. And remember, you're going to be in 1.17, so you won't have the new cave generation just yet. You won't have the large caves that's coming in 1.18. What I'm here to try to show you is if I can find it. I mentioned in one of the segments that shipwrecks and mine shafts spawn with lush cave items. I mentioned that earlier. Also, if you didn't know, bundles will not be in 1.17. They will be in 1.18. Now, I cannot, of course, find a proper one that has a chest in it. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this is a good one. One of the last things I have to show you here. Well, what do you know? I found just what I was looking for. Mine shafts can now have glowberries in them. There's a diamond, so I'm going to take that for survival. I'm telling you, that's not too bad. So, there are a few changes to mine shafts in 1.17. Now, I had a total of a video. I had a video where I discussed how to change mine shafts, and then I actually did it. And not the way I would have thought, either. Now they will be supplied with wooden supports. You will now be able to find glowberries in them. You can find copper. In 1.18, in the time playing with the data pack for 1.18, I've noticed they can be completely covered in deep slate, therefore kind of making them a deep slate mine shaft. So, yeah. But now the next one, locate shipwreck. I don't know why I am suffocating here. Why am I suffocating? What is going on? Okay. So, let's see here. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get this right the first time, but shipwrecks are supposed to have moss in them. And that is basically the last thing I have to show you guys. Now, if we go back to the mine shaft for a second, if we go to the mine shaft, what is he doing? Oh boy. Now, if a mine shaft is exposed, it will have chains and log supports. Sadly, I can't find one at this moment to, do here. And here's a prime example. You won't get nearly as much deep slate spawning in... Well, okay. Why don't you do that during a video? You won't get nearly as much deep slate spawning in 1.17 because it won't have the cave generation, but you'll have a tiny bit of dripstone dripping around. A little bit of, tough around and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the last thing I have on this list. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video of everything you need to know about Minecraft 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs update, coming out tomorrow, June the 8th. So, you now know everything coming out in part 1. I want to know your favorite feature. Is it the geode blocks? Is it the deep slate blocks? Even though I couldn't put every single version of deep slate in this. And remember, it doesn't spawn a lot in 1.17, only in minor patches. Is it copper? Is it the deep slate ores? Is it the copper variants and how it oxidizes? Is it the uses for copper and amethyst to make a spyglass and a lightning rod? Is it tinted glass and how you make it? Is it this cactus? Is it the glow squid and everything to do with the glow squid? Is it the raw ore blocks? Is it the azalea tree and everything to do with the azalea tree and the lush cave items? Is it the axolotl and everything to do with that? Is it dripstone? Is it candles? Is it the goats? Alright guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this look back at 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs update part 1. Alright, so for each update, we have collected an item from each update. I have them inside my base in a shulker box. I don't know if we'll get to do it in this season, but next season we are going to put each item into a museum. Alright, let's go to my base and check out what's inside the shulker box. Alright, so for each update, we have been collecting one item, as I told you earlier. For 1.13, the update aquatic, we have turtle eggs. For 1.14, the village and pillage update, we have the multi-shot enchantment. For 1.15, the Buzzy Bees update, we have the Bee Nest. For 1.16, the Nether update, we have Ancient Debris. Alright, so for 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs update part 1, we have the Moss Block. Alright guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, then please comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss a video. And I will see you guys very soon. And remember, Bryce is always